Okay, so obviously AI is infiltrating every part and every corner of our life. Well, if you're still running Windows and you want to remove all the AI features, at least most of them from Windows, I'm going to show you how to do that pretty quickly and easily today. Probably could have been a YouTube short, but I don't want to cut too much out and have you guys get confused. So today I'm going to show you a free and very fast way where in under a couple of minutes, you can strip all the AI crap out of Windows.
You guys ever get those scam calls or weird emails that somehow already know your full name, phone number, home address, and maybe even relatives you've never posted online? Yeah, that's because thousands of companies called data brokers are constantly collecting, aggregating, and selling your personal information behind the scenes. And honestly, with data breaches happening basically non-stop now, it's getting pretty insane, and I've personally noticed spikes in spam calls and phishing attempts after major company leaks hit the news. And even if you never directly did business with a company, your information can still end up exposed through third parties. And once it's out there, criminals can use it for scams, identity theft, harassment, or even stalking. And that's where Incogni comes in. Incogni automatically reaches out to data brokers on your behalf and requests the removal of your personal information from their databases. And technically you can do this yourself, but realistically it would take an absurd amount of time. Setup is really easy. Create an account, select whose data you want removed, and grant Incogni permission to work on your behalf, and then monitor everything through the dashboard. And honestly, that dashboard is probably one of my favorite parts because you can actually watch the requests and removals happen over time. And it's pretty eye-opening seeing just how many places your information exists online. One feature I really like is our new custom removals feature available in the Unlimited and Family Unlimited plans. And if your information shows up on a people search site or some random website, you can submit it directly and one of their privacy agents handles the removal process for you. So if you guys want to help protect your privacy and get your personal information off the market, head to incogni.com/JayzTwoCents and use code JayzTwoCents for an exclusive 60% off. Link is down in the description. And again, that's incogni.com/JayzTwoCents and use code JayzTwoCents to save 60%.
Okay, so we're going to be using some scripts from Zoikware. You can find the link to his GitHub down in our description below, so all credit goes to Zoikware for doing this. There's several different ways that you can run this. We'll be doing it through scripting through PowerShell, and we're going to be using a GUI option, so you can actually check and uncheck the stuff that you don't want to remove. Now, the reason why you don't want to go in there and just blanket remove all AI from Windows is a lot of the foundation of Windows is actually running portions of AI in there that if you remove them, it can break future updates on Windows, or it can break certain features or programs within Windows. We're going to remove AI out of things like Notepad and photos, and we'll show you everything that it has. But first and foremost, when you go to the GitHub, it's going to look like this. You're going to see obviously some warnings. The current build is 25H2 build for Windows 11. He'll probably update this as Windows updates move forward. Also, it doesn't mean that Windows updates in the future might not reinstall these things. So that's why this is something you're probably going to want to bookmark. And then it seems like he's been pretty good about keeping it updated when you'll get change logs and such. Anyway, you can see the things it's going to remove. Disable Copilot, disable Recall, disable Input Insights and Typing Data Harvesting, Copilot in Edge, disable AI Experiment Paint, Program in Paint. Like, why do you need AI in Paint? Anyway, remove AI Fabric Service, disable AI Actions, Voice Access, AI Voice Effects, AI in Settings Search, Gaming Copilot. Like, what is that? What the hell is Gaming Copilot? AI, play my games for me. Sure thing. Anyway, Copilot in all Office apps, AI features in Photos apps, and click to do in Snipping tool. Anyway, it's all AI slop. That's the reason why it's now micro slop. And then it even goes into a bigger, like, prevent reinstall of AI packages. So that doesn't mean it's guaranteed that it won't be reinstalled with Windows. It just depends on how deep of a reinstall the updates include. But I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of bake that stuff in. Anyway, so we're going to scroll down here to the how to use. We're going to use the launch with UI. You could do a compact command or even command line options, or just a blanket uninstall everything, but I don't think that's a smart way to do it. I think you should always know what you're doing. So we're going to, next to launch with UI, we're going to click the double squares for copy, and then we're going to go down to Windows, the Windows Start button. We're going to type Power or Windows or Power for PowerShell. Right click, Run as Administrator, and then we're just going to copy that script with Control V right here and hit enter. It's going to bring up a GUI. Now you're going to notice these items here that are not checked and then have the little warning next to it. Now that warning says this option may break Windows Update. Now you'll notice the first one that can break the update is the prevent AI package reinstall. So this is where you're going to kind of have to determine the risk involved for you. I don't think it'll break your current Windows from, say, not working, but it might prevent install packages that are needed for future updates in Windows where certain feature sets may stop working. And you'll be kind of locked into your current version of Windows with some of it starting to act wonky as other portions of Windows are updated around the core, that it's not able to update those packages, especially if they're relying on certain AI, functionality built in. So also too, this is Windows Home that I'm running right here. This script really does kind of not require, but if you were using Windows Pro in some version of Pro, you have a little more control over this sort of stuff. So Windows Home, you might see some errors when you go to do this. I just putting that out there, that's totally normal. But this is fully revertible as well. So let's say you want to run it and then you need to update Windows or something. You can revert back using a very simple revert button before the update, and then shut it all off again when the new script is out. So you might have some windows, like no pun intended, but there might be a window of time where you kind of have to deal with the slop. But anyway, this is just the little bit of ammunition we have to fight back while we still can, and before our AI overlords, turn us into batteries and enslave us in minefields and stuff, mining all of the materials needed for batteries. All right. So anyway, you can see what's unchecked though is prevent AI package reinstall, remove AI CBS packages, remove AI files. So I'm just gonna leave this. He's done the research on which is risky and which isn't, but we're gonna remove it from all the other crap that we don't need. Like we're gonna remove it from Notepad, we're gonna hide the AI components, we're gonna remove recall, we're gonna remove update, cleanup, check. Now the cool thing is you can also reinstall some classic apps if you want by using this tool. You can install the photo legacy viewer, classic Notepad, classic snipping tool, MS Paint, you can bring that back. I'm not gonna reinstall the classic stuff right now. I'm gonna use this just to remove the AI stuff. Backup mode right here, if you click that, it says backup mode keeps necessary files in your user directory, allowing revert mode to work properly. Use this option while removing AI if you would like to fully revert the removal process. So I feel like that should be on by default, but you have to turn that on to get it to back up properly. Anyway, from here, we can go ahead and hit apply, and you'll see now is a restore point creation. So I'm just gonna call it post slop. There we go, create. So as soon as we hit OK, now it's disabling Copilot, you can see everything it's doing right here in the command prompt. It brought up the gallery because for whatever reason, it has to actually bring up the gallery to remove AI from it. Now it might take a few minutes to do this depending on your version of Windows and I guess everyone's system speeds and such, but you'll know it's done because you'll get a pop-up dialog that just says, it's done. That's how you'll know. You know it's done because it tells you. Disabling Copilot policies, hiding AI components, removing recall, scheduled tasks. There's so much AI built into it, more so than I think people even realize. It's only recently where it's really become like in your face with it, but the root structure of Windows has included AI for years. It's just that root has now sprung into a very ugly tree, okay? All right, AI removal process completed successfully. Would you like to restart your computer? Yes, restart is important because all the registry changes and such for all the effects to take place requires the kernel and Windows to restart. But I'll show you when we go to like Notepad, the AI button in Notepad, which is supposed to help you with writing, because we all use Notepad to do our writing, right? Anyway, it'll be gone, and that'll be our first indicator that this has worked. So Windows is restarted. I'm gonna go to Notepad, and there we go. So next to this little like announce what's new horn thing, there would be what looks like a hand writing like with a pencil. That is actually the AI built into Notepad. So as you can see, that was clearly removed. Copilot is no longer on the system. If I type Copilot, it's not there anymore, which is kind of nice. So now let's say you need to revert it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to the GitHub page. We are going to go back to PowerShell, run as administrator. Now you can save this script text in a Notepad, ironically, and then you can just run it again later. You don't have to go back to the website because the script is that's literally all that is a copy and paste. So we are now going to go back to the launch with UI. If you saved it already on your system somewhere, just copy and paste the text. We're gonna copy and paste it back into here. Now this is the part where it seems a little unintuitive, but if you click the revert mode, everything that is checked is what it's going to put back. So even though it says remove, 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 it's actually install, install, install. It's just revert is an inverse. It flips what it's doing. So instead of removing it, it's reinstalling it. And if you click the little question mark next to it, it actually explains that to you. So now we're gonna hit apply. Now we keep getting this particular error right here. I'm not sure why. We think it's a home reason, but it says hkcr_copilot.reg, unable to find it. Now that could be like I said, Windows Home thing. We're not sure. Everything seems to work fine when we do the revert, but we only get that error when trying to revert. So I don't know if that's just something, maybe the Pro thing that Windows doesn't have. So it's like, hey, we can't find this because it's probably not even there. But anyway, now it's done. We need to go ahead and restart the system. And then when we come back, I'll open up Notepad again and show you that stupid little AI writing tool is there. It's just called writing tools. And you find that in anything that allows you to write in Windows. It doesn't matter if it's like Notepad, it doesn't matter if you have Office installed, there's Copilot for Office. And that's a separate install, believe it or not, from regular Copilot. So like Copilot in Windows and then Copilot in Microsoft Office 360 or 360, whatever they call it now. And they're all separate utilities. So if you had that already installed, this tool would remove that as well. It would just remove any of the known AI data sets that are existing in Windows. Now that we're restarted, we'll open up Notepad again, and there's your stupid little writing tools. I guess it's not a hand holding it, it's a star with a pen. Yeah, that's why would it be a hand? A hand implies a human. No, it's the North Star is now holding the pen, apparently. So there you go. If you are fighting the good fight against AI as much as you can, then and you want to strip it out of Windows, assuming you're using Windows. I mean, obviously, I think with the more AI push, Linux is getting a bigger boost than it's ever had before. Like literally, it's like the year of Linux. And now that gaming and Steam and all that, for the most part, is working on Linux. Yeah. Granted, there's some performance hits when it comes to gaming, but I mean, it depends on gaming performance hit. Sell your soul to a Microsoft for AI purposes and data mining. It's kind of up to you, right? But if you are forced to have to use Windows systems and you really want to strip the AI out, this is how you do it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this has helped you. If you guys got any tips and tricks and types of software stuff you want to see us do, make sure you comment down below. We always look at those suggestions, which is how we come up with videos like this. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one.